Hello everyone, this is Husker Eurocat, and I'm welcoming you to Madden 08 PC Franchise Mode Gameplay. In this series, it is my goal to make everyone aware of the things that are available for Madden 08 PC. Everything from updated uniforms, stadiums, rosters, and rules mods that change the game dramatically and bring it up to current NFL standards. Since they are one of the worst football teams in the NFL today, I will be using the Cleveland Browns. Hopefully, as the games and seasons progress, I will be able to make them a playoff contender and possibly even take them to the Super Bowl. A couple of things have changed in my franchise mode series. With the move of the Rams to Los Angeles, there have been other divisional changes made as well. In the National League, the Cowboys are now in the South, and the Panthers have gone to the East. In the American Conference, the Colts have gone to the North Division, the Ravens have gone to the East Division, and the Dolphins have gone to the South Division. I will be using the roster from 2015-16 season. In the 2016-17 version of the roster, hopefully they will have the new version of the Football Freaks modification available with the new stadiums, and then I will be able to start a new franchise with that. But until then, we'll be using the 2015-16 season roster. Everything that I'm sharing with you in this franchise mode series is available on a website called footballidiot.com, and I will leave a link in the description below and at the end of the video. As I said before, I'll be using the Cleveland Browns, and the current coach in this roster is Mike Pettine. Coach Pettine is on the hot seat this year because his Browns have not done what the owners would like them to do. They are coming off of a 7-9 campaign, and we are going to see if we can better that. I have successfully put a number of players on the practice squad, so that has left some holes that we need to fill with some free agents. Through free agent signing during the offseason, I've been able to make some changes to the current roster. Our first acquisition is some backup for Alex Mack at center, and that is signing Brian De La Puente. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. He's experienced and should be a good backup for Alex Mack. Our second acquisition is left tackle Gary Williams to be able to back up Joe Thomas. Next, we look at some wide receivers. And while I think Travis Benjamin would make a good return man, I really don't want to get him hurt in the return game. So I'm looking here at Jacoby Ford to fill that responsibility. Next, it's on for a little bit more help for the offensive line. Here, Gabe Karimi might be a good fit for help at right guard. And I just can't pass on Matt Shaughnessy for help on the defensive line at right end. What a find at 95 overall. I know that he's going to be able to make an impact right away for us. Since I'm going to be playing in the 3-4, I like to load up on my linebacking core, so I'm going to add Ashley Palmer at left outside linebacker, Brandon Spikes at middle linebacker. I can't believe all these guys are available as free agents. And while he's not the most outstanding player in the world, Joe Mays at middle linebacker will be a good backup to Carlos Dansby and Brandon Spikes. Julian Stanford was available at right outside linebacker, so I acquired him as well. Now, he's a good younger player and will be available for some years to come. Now, if you'll notice, a number of the players that I'm acquiring now have a little age on them. So I'm going to have to do a real good job in the draft for rookies to get some talent on this team. I also acquired Alfonso Dennard out of Nebraska, that hopefully will be a good backup as a cornerback. That gives him my 55-man roster, and now let's take a look at our depth chart to see where we stand for this season. At quarterback, we're kind of stuck with Johnny Manziel, so I have to see if I can actually make a go with him as quarterback. Behind him at halfback will be Robert Turbin and Isaiah Crowell, but Duke Johnson is going to get his fair share of carries. But he is a rookie, and he needs to ride the bench to learn a little bit. We have fullback Malcolm Johnson. At wide receivers, we have Taylor Gabriel, Travis Benjamin, and Andrew Hawkins. I know that Andrew Hawkins overall puts him at number 1 on the roster, but I really feel that Travis Benjamin and Taylor Gabriel, being faster, I want to be able to give them a shot at being wideouts and use Hawkins inside as the slot receiver. We also have Gary Barnage at tight end, backed up by Jim Dre. Joe Thomas and Gary Williams at left tackle. Joel Bitonio at left guard. The veteran Alex Mack at center. Another veteran, John Greco, at right guard. And to finish off the offensive line, Mitchell Schwartz at right tackle. The right side of the line is the only thing that gives me a little pause because it's not quite as good as the left side of the line. Time will tell if they'll be able to hold up like the left side of the line. Now for the defensive line, at left end we have Desmond Bryant. No, not that Des Bryant. The other Des Bryant. I mean, the one from Harvard. At right end is our off-season acquisition Matt Shaughnessy, and rookie out of Washington Danny Shelton will be our defensive tackle. Starting at left outside linebacker is Barkevius Mingo, and in the 3-4 set, Carlos Dansby and Brandon Spikes will be in at middle linebacker. And on the other side of the line, the right outside linebacker will be Paul Kruger, although he has some serious competition from Julian Stanford. I like to create position battles, and this one is shaping up to be a good one. Our corners will be Joe Hayden and Tremont Williams. At free safety is Tashawn Gibson, and I'm thinking Louis Delmas he might be traded. I'm not sure yet. It just depends on how that right side of that offensive line holds up, because I have a feeling that he would be a good acquisition for somebody to trade with. And Kawan Williams was changed from a cornerback to free safety, and his overall actually went up. So it will be interesting to see how he develops as a free safety. And rounding out the defense at strong safety is Dante Whitner. The kicker is Travis Coons, and the punter is Andy Lee. How far will this roster take us? That is the big question. In our next episode, we have to go on the road and take on the New York Jets in MetLife Stadium. On paper, anyway, this looks to be a battle between two fairly decent defenses. But as with all games, you don't know until you play the game. Until we see you in East Rutherford, have a good day, everyone.